Good morning. This is the first really kind of cool, frosty day we've had where it feels like it might be late fall or early winter, maybe. Well, once again, welcome to Community Unitarian Universalist Church. I'm Sarah Reiling, one of the worship associates, part of the team, a small part of the team that brings the worship services to you each Sunday. We're glad you're here for us today for Gratitude Sunday. Whether you're a member or a new visitor, we welcome you. Whether you're here in the sanctuary with us or watching online, may you find connection with us and nourishment for your mind and your spirit. Here at Community UU, we welcome all of who you are and all you dream of becoming. There's a book in the back, and if you'd like to share something that is in your heart today, please write it in the book. Later in the service, we will read from the book, and in this way, your joys, your sorrows, your concerns will become part of this service and part of the prayers and awareness of this congregation. Once again, welcome to Gratitude Sunday. We light our chalice this morning to begin our service in solidarity with all the other UU churches that are lighting their chalices today. Our chalice lighter today is Arne Hagerhorst.
We light our chalice in gratitude for the joy we experience when we come together, the insights we receive from one another, the challenges we encourage one another to meet, and the satisfaction we receive from listening to one another and sharing our ideas and beliefs.
Thank you. And today's the first Sunday in Advent, so we'll light our Advent red also. Unitarian Universalism is a faith with roots in Christianity. Some UUs today identify as Christians, others don't, yet during the season of Advent, we all have something that we can find illuminating, comforting, challenging, or fulfilling by reinterpreting old traditions. This year, during Advent, we light the candles in a wreath, one for each Sunday leading up to Christmas, plus one more in the center on Christmas Eve. We light these Advent candles, one more each week, to remember hope, peace, joy, and love. As we light them throughout the season of waiting, let us remember to be fully present in the moment with each other, with ourselves, and with the source of blessing as we understand it to be. Arne will light the first candle in the Advent wreath in just one moment. We have a responsive reading to light it, so your words are the large words. We join with others throughout the world, throughout time and beyond time in practice of repairing the world.
Change is possible.
We give thanks for the role models of the past and for the leaders of the future.
We light the candle for hope.
Thank you, Arne. Tomorrow, December 1st, marks the 70th anniversary of the day Rosa Parks was arrested in Montgomery, Alabama, for not giving her seat on the bus to a white person, and that was a violation of the Jim Crow laws at the time. Her arrest started the Montgomery bus boycott that eventually led to the integration of the Montgomery buses. In honor of Rosa Parks, who was the secretary of the Montgomery chapter of the NAACP at the time of her arrest, many houses of worship and other organizations that have bell towers will ring their bells tomorrow at 6:06 p.m. Central Standard Time, the exact time Ms. Parks was arrested. If you live near a church, you may hear the bells ring for this brave woman tomorrow. Now, we do not have a bell tower, and we are not here on Monday, but we're here today, and we have this singing bowl. So let's ring this bowl and have a moment of silence in gratitude for her life of service to humanity. Thank you. World AIDS Day is tomorrow. And if anyone would like, I've got some little ribbons up here. You can come up after the service and get one. Be careful, though. They're a straight pin. They're just ribbon with a straight pin, so don't stick yourself with the pin. But you can wear it tomorrow if you like. World AIDS Day is an annual observance aimed at raising awareness of AIDS and the spread of HIV. World AIDS Day occurs on December 1st and was established by the World Health Organization in 1988 to facilitate the exchange of information among national and local governments, international organizations, and individuals. So we're going to do a little ritual for them. Let's enter into a time of reflection. First, we will honor the people who have died of AIDS-related illnesses. We will place a stone in the waters of remembrance. If you have a friend or family member who you want to honor, please say their name either out loud or softly to yourself. Michael, Cecil, today, many people are living with HIV. To honor their struggles and their perseverance, we will place a stone in the waters of compassion and hope. Take just a moment of silence to send our siblings living with HIV your loving thoughts. And finally, we know that HIV is still a public health issue. In many parts of the world, and indeed in many parts of the United States, it is very difficult to get the life-saving medicine and the health care needed to manage HIV. This is especially so in marginalized communities. Let us place a stone in the waters of solidarity to recognize the underserved communities in our country and around the world that need to be lifted up and supported to overcome HIV. Let us redouble our efforts to establish fair and equitable health care for all. And let us be grateful for the life-saving medicine that medical science has developed to manage HIV. So my reflection today is called The Power of Gratitude in Troubled Times. For several years now, here at CUC, we have been celebrating a Sunday in November as Gratitude Sunday. Now, it may seem to many of us that we don't have too much to be grateful for this year, what with all that is going on in government and the economy. In fact, I toyed with the idea of calling this reflection, What the Heck is There to Be Grateful For? Insert word of your choice in place of heck. But the thing is, we need gratitude in troubled times. When everything is going our way, when we have no struggles, it often doesn't occur to us that we are blessed. No, we feel that somehow our good fortune is because we are extraordinarily gifted. We have this life thing down pat. And sometimes that makes us feel that our less fortunate neighbors just aren't working hard enough to improve themselves. And sometimes when we see our other neighbors, the ones that live in the big house on the corner, who have more possessions than us, we start to feel discontented with our perfectly fine life and decide we need more stuff. There are whole industries built around making us feel that we need to be improved, to make us discontented with what we look like, where we live, our transportation, and on and on and on. if we can be manipulated in the feeling that the next shiny object will make us not only happy, but more worthy, more valuable, they have caught us in a web of perpetual striving, of never having enough. Hard times, though, make gratitude more necessary, but also much easier. Think back to a time when you didn't have much money or many material possessions. For some of us, that may have been our first apartment or house. Remember when you were first starting out? It was sometimes a struggle to pay the rent, and we always felt blessed when we managed to get the cash together to pay on time. Your home may have been furnished with secondhand furniture and cast-offs. I had a young friend who made his own furniture from cardboard boxes and was quite proud of the result. He felt grateful that he was able to meet his furniture needs without having to spend any scarce money. He was saving for law school, and that goal made him very frugal about possessions. By the way, he's now an attorney in Austin. I know some of my happiest memories are of times when I didn't have much. Things were simpler without many possessions, and I was delighted with the few things I had. I actually enjoyed budgeting my very small paycheck to make it stretch for the week, carefully holding back some money in an envelope each payday for the monthly rent. Our prelude today was "'Tis a Gift to be Simple," an old Shaker hymn that lifts up the simple life. The Shakers were a group that lived communally and dressed in plain clothes, kind of like the Mennonites or Amish. They were an offshoot of Quakers that wanted to live even more simply than the Quakers. Simple living is all about gratitude. A community is vital when you live simply. I hope this church can be the community for all of you, and for many more people that find this place in this troubled time. May we be grateful for each other and bless each other with love and compassion. A power of gratitude is joy in living simply. Our opening hymn was "For the Beauty of the Earth." No matter what happens, the sun rises in the morning and sets in the evening. Gratitude for nature and the people who enjoy it with you is a secret sauce, the magic potion that makes everyday common events into enchanted experiences. That butterfly that landed on your hand, the bird that seemed to be singing just for you, the perfect sunset after a long, hard day. Have you ever kept a gratitude journal? Anyone here? Have you kept a gratitude journal? I see some hands, all right. When I first started on my journal, I really struggled with something special enough to write in my journal. I think I was waiting for something like, "I'm very grateful that today I won the Powerball." Finally, since I never won the Powerball, I just started writing everyday things in my journal. My goal was 3 things a day. I had pages of "I am grateful for my house, my car, my food, my clothes, my job." I was grateful for all these things. There are times when I didn't have them. But eventually I started listing more magical things. The first morning glory of the season. The anole that came to sit by me on the porch and inflated its throat in greeting. The bird that flew over and dropped a slice of bread by my hand as I weeded the garden. Something about these entries really put me in touch with the feeling of abundance. I knew then that abundance was what it was really about, the realization that there is always enough and that generosity is a manifestation of gratitude. A power of gratitude is knowing that there's always enough and generosity is its manifestation. Our meditation hymn today was number 349, We Gather Together. This hymn is about our journey through life together in thankful community. Even the introverts among us need a community. I'm an introvert, and I always needed a place to be me in safety. All my life, I felt like a misfit, someone that just did not fit in. I was interested in things other people thought were odd for a little girl. Now, I like butterflies and kittens and puppies, but I also like turtles and snakes and frogs and toads, and I especially liked ancient weaponry and military tactics. I would rather read than go to a party. This was just as true as when I was a kid going to birthday parties as when I was a young adult invited to pizza parties with beer. I really liked people, but in small doses, so that I did not get overwhelmed. I am so grateful I found this church and that you accepted me as I am. How many of you have had similar experiences? Yeah. I know I'm not alone. I know that there are other people out there beyond the church walls that need us, that need a thankful community to journey through life with. In troubled times, we need to band together to help each other. A power of gratitude is living our life in community. So in troubled times, we need the power of gratitude. We need to reach out to others and draw them in to live in thankful community with us. We are a community that knows there is always enough, and we share what we have with others. In a minute, we will visit the gratitude tree, and you will have a chance to decide what you are grateful for today. I am so grateful for all of you accepting me years ago and making me feel welcome. I hope all of you feel welcome in this sacred place. I hope that we can use a few of the powers of gratitude to continue to build a community that is welcoming to all that need us in these troubled times. May we offer a thankful community for all as we journey through life together, living simply with generosity and sharing what we have with each other. May it be so. As our worship time draws to a close, as is our custom, we will extinguish our chalice. Please say the words together with me. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of commitment, or the fire of these hearts until we are together again. Before our benediction, I want to say something about gratitude to all of you. I'm so grateful you came today to make this service a big success. You know, the services are nothing without the people in the church, so thank you for coming. And also I want to thank our sound team, always, who works really hard to make the services to you, and for everybody else, the ushers, the greeters out, our musician, Elena, today. Thanks for the beautiful music. So it's a good day to be grateful. And the benediction is by Adam Slate. We end our gathering with gratitude for camaraderie, shared wisdom, goodwill, and support that we extend to each other within this community. May we continue to bless each other with these gifts, and may we reflect these blessings back into the world as we minister to those around us. Go in peace, go in love, go in gratitude.